So I began by, after I looked down at my baby and feeling I needed these resources, and my husband was a Roman Catholic, and I had attended church with him a number of times, and it didn't work for me. I eventually um, went to an Episcopal church and found a rector who gave very deep sermons, and I was very moved by them. But the dogma of the church didn't quite work for me. And through the Guild for Psychological Studies, which was the next step I took when its founder, Dr. Elizabeth House, was giving a seminar at Grace Cathedral. And I attended it and found out that the Guild had weekly meetings and was exploring the historical Jesus. And that was very interesting to me. So for many years, I attended these meetings and felt like I got a grounding in what was the real history and what was probably added by the church later. Because what I learned through the Guild was that Jesus did not intend to start a new church, but he wanted to reform Judaism. And that was very threatening to the religious powers of the time, and they had him crucified. And from that, I learned to really respect what Jesus lived and taught, and gave me a grounding that was my way, which did not necessarily fit in the dogma of the Christian church, in the sense that I did not see Jesus as God any more than whatever that word God means, than the rest of us who are made, as an ancient mystic Julian said, of God, not from God, but of God. And I prefer to use the great mystery rather than the word God. But I also feel that Jesus was committed to a way of living that was value-centered in a way that impressed me. And I find that in my life now, I do attend an Episcopal church, and I bring my own sense of who Jesus was and what Jesus taught. And I have felt that Celtic Christianity seemed to be the closest, in the sense that God was here and now in us and everywhere, and not just up in a place called heaven. And that has helped me see, for instance, the Celtic approach is that the earth and the sky and the sea are a cathedral. And so I find that I walk to church because then I'm in the cathedral of the earth and sky, and where I live, the water. And that's very meaningful to me.